Well, it's been an historic season for Illinois softball. The Illini having the best season that they've had in school history thus far. And joining us now, head coach Terry Sullivan. An historic season for you as well. Big event in the middle of the season with the birth of your daughter Macy. Just talk about how that's impacted everything so far.
Well, it's been a lot of fun actually, and really throughout my coaching career, I've always stressed family as being a #1 priority, and we like to run our team like a family. So it was exciting to have Macy born on March 10th, and the team has been so great. Talk about just a wonderful environment to raise a child in, being around mentors like we have on our team, and bunch of great big sisters. So it was exciting, and we just kind of roll with everything. And as far as the team goes, they're just a great group of people to coach that really have their eyes set on doing special things this season still.
Well, I mean, you've had, like myself, had experience being the aunt-uncle situation. Just talk about now the difference between that and then having one of your own.
Well, I don't know if that prepares you for the real thing, but because you can always pass off a baby with a dirty diaper that's not your own. So really, you learn as you go, and it's a lot of fun, and those are the real things in life. So it's been a real blessing for myself and Sean, and we're enjoying every minute of it, whether it means a little less sleep or like I said, the fun dirty diapers and all, but it's been just a really great year for us, and we're looking forward to great things still ahead.
Well, I know when Coach Grentz was here, she really emphasized how important it was for coaches to be able to take time and have a family. So I mean, just talk about the impact that is, and being able to balance being a head coach at a high-profile university, and then also being a mom.
Sure. Well, I have had a lot of great mentors myself to learn from in that regard, and family members, and my sister, as you said, has 3 children, and a lot of friends that have careers that they focus on, but are just super moms. And I think a little bit of it is trial by error, but I've always felt that you should try to have it all, and that's really how I coach my players, to have great balance in your life, and a big part of that is family and personal, then obviously academic and athletic, and spiritual and faith. So I think if you find a great balance, and always family, as I said, comes first, and really you just figure things out, and you have a lot of support. I have a real supportive husband in Sean, and we have a great babysitter, and Betsy Guin, our academic advisor's wife. And in this community, there's just so many people that have reached out to lend a helping hand, and we're really enjoying that, and certainly appreciate all the support and all that from everyone around us.
Well, certainly the community, this is as good a community as there is to be involved in, from a college standpoint, from the team standpoint, and from a family standpoint. So I mean, I know you've got to be excited about that part of it.
Oh, absolutely. There's good people here, and people are what it's all about. And we've got so many wonderful congratulatory wishes, and Macy's been spoiled with a lot of neat outfits, so she could wear a different one every day, I think. But I think so many people were excited for us, and that certainly feels great, and we're really lucky to have that type of environment that we live in. And again, just that the college life and my team and how great they are with Macy already is pretty special.
Well, not only personally, but alluded to just what a fantastic season it's been, and comeback wins, and at or near the top of the Big Ten. What has been the catalyst for the success of this team?
Well, it's all about the players, and you've heard me say this time and time again, but players win games, not coaches. And the preparation has been there from day one that we've come back to school this fall, and probably even the summer prior to coming back to school. And that starts with leadership. I've mentioned Hope Howell, senior captain, and Danielle Zimkowitz, junior captain, and All-American in 2009. And they had their sights set on doing more than what they did last year, taking a step beyond making it to regionals, and they knew that was going to require hard work, and having all their teammates buy in to what it takes to continue to achieve and win championships. And so really there's a lot of ownership from the players, and when you have a team that outside the lines, when they're away from the coaches, talk about winning and what it takes to win, and setting goals together, and really spending a lot of time developing the team chemistry, that you have a group that can do something special. And that's what they've been doing. The players know it's their their team, and they're going after it, and they've never stopped working hard. Still, they still show up at practice early and stay late, and it's all about really the players and the mentality they have. It's a fun group to coach. They love the game, and I think when you have players that love the game that much, you also tend to have some fun stuff going on.
I look at the elements of this team that are successful. One, you have the small ball at the top of the order, you've got the speed, you've got the power in the middle of the order, and then of course it starts with a couple of young pitchers that have just been outstanding this year.
It's great to have balance. You hit it on the head when you have power and speed, and we've always liked to hit for power, and that's been a little bit our style of play. But we did set some offensive goals and kind of really studied last year's World Series teams and what statistically did we need to get better at. And a little bit of that was, besides power type of numbers, running the base as well, and being able to execute some things. And so we spent some time on that. And then in the end, also, just as you said, it's on the mound. And you can have great offense, but you can't always trust your offense. And you need to have, fundamentally solid defense that makes your team plays, and we're doing that better as well. And then it all starts with the pitchers. And, Monica Perry returning as a sophomore has grown a lot from a maturity standpoint as a pitcher and as a leader in the circle, and really just hitting her spots a lot better. And so you see a lot of improvement there off of, still having a fairly good freshman season. And then she's got some support now from Pepper Gay, Jackie Guy, and then senior Ashley Wright, and who are throwing very well also. The two freshmen, we call them first-year players, Pepper and Jackie, actually, they carry themselves not like, players that are new to the college game. They really handle pressure well, and I think, they've got great futures ahead of them.
Well, Illinois going to qualify for the NCAA tournament for the second straight year. What they take from last year that keeps them hungry and gives them that incentive to go beyond what they accomplished a year ago?
One of the team's goals, and I don't know, they felt they did this last year, but they put it down on paper and writing. They weren't afraid to say that we don't want to just show up for regionals. We want to defeat and advance, and that's all that they have their eye on is defeat and advance. But you got to be playing your best at that time of the year. And last year we didn't offensively do real well at the end of the year. We're going to need to have offense, defense, and pitching. Being at their best. We need to expect any opponent to be at their best also.
Well, Coach, look forward to the run through the postseason. Thanks for joining us. The latest mom in the Illini family, Terry Sullivan.